Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. The rise of Rome. The story of Rome begins in myth and legend, with the tale of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf on the banks of the Tiber River. In 753 BCE, Romulus is said to have founded the city of Rome, giving it his name. In its earliest days, Rome was a monarchy ruled by a succession of kings, some of whom were Etruscans from the north. These early kings laid the foundations of Roman religion, military traditions, and civic institutions. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel. However, resentment toward tyranny grew, and in 509 BCE, the Romans overthrew their last king, Tarquin the Proud, and established a republic, a system of government led not by monarchs but by elected officials and a senate made up of aristocrats. The Republic's struggles and triumphs. The Roman Republic was both ambitious and volatile. It expanded rapidly through alliances, treaties, and military conquest. As Rome fought off external enemies, it also faced internal struggles. Social tensions flared between the patricians, aristocrats, and plebeians, commoners, leading to reforms that gradually extended more political rights to the lower classes. Rome's greatest external threat in this period came from Carthage, a powerful city in North Africa. The three Punic Wars, especially the second, where the Carthaginian general Hannibal led elephants across the Alps, tested Rome's endurance. In the end, Rome emerged victorious, destroying Carthage in 146 BC and becoming the dominant power in the western Mediterranean. Yet, the Republic's success bred new problems. As Rome fought off external enemies, it also faced internal struggles. Ambitious generals like Marius, Sulla, and Pompey used their armies for personal gain, and the Republic fell into a cycle of civil wars. In the midst of this chaos rose Julius Caesar, a brilliant military leader who conquered Gaul and returned to Rome a hero. In 49 BCE, Caesar defied the Senate and crossed the Rubicon River, igniting another civil war. After emerging as the victor, he declared himself dictator for life, an act that alarmed many senators. On the Ides of March, 44 BCE, Caesar was assassinated by a group of conspirators who hoped to restore the Republic. The birth of the Empire. Following Caesar's assassination, Rome descended into more conflict. His adopted heir, Octavian, later Augustus, defeated his rivals Mark Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. In 27 BCE, Octavian became Rome's first emperor. Although he maintained the illusion of a republic, power was now firmly in the hands of one man. Augustus ushered in the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability that would last for over 200 years. During this time, the empire flourished. Roads stretched across Europe, magnificent cities rose, and trade flowed from Britain to Egypt and from Spain to Mesopotamia. The long decline. But even during the height of its power, the seeds of Rome's decline had been planted. After Marcus Aurelius died in 180 CE, the empire entered a long period of instability. Emperors rose and fell quickly, often meeting violent ends. The empire struggled under economic pressures, plagues, and threats from Germanic tribes along its borders. In the 3rd century, a crisis engulfed Rome, civil wars broke out, the value of currency collapsed, and the once mighty legions could no longer guarantee security. The legacy? Though the Western Empire had fallen, Rome's legacy lived on. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, would continue for nearly 1,000 more years until 1453. Roman law, culture, language, and infrastructure influenced every civilization that followed. Latin became the root of many European languages. Roman law shaped modern legal systems. Christianity, which had been persecuted under early emperors, became Rome's most enduring gift to the world. Even today, the Roman ideal of a republic, of laws, citizens, and civic duty, echoes in democratic institutions across the globe. From glory to fracture as Rome matured into the greatest power of the ancient world, it became both majestic and overburdened. The streets of the capital bustled with people from every corner of the empire, senators in purple-trimmed togas, merchants from the east hawking spices, and slaves bearing the weight of Roman luxury. While emperors basked in immense authority, they also bore the crushing weight of expectation. Some rose to the challenge. Leaders like Trajan and Hadrian guided the empire with skill and foresight. But others, like Nero and Caligula, became infamous for cruelty, madness, or decadence. The changing world and rise of Christianity. One of the most profound changes during Rome's later centuries was the spread of a new religion, Christianity. Born in the Roman province of Judea, the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth at first seemed insignificant to the ruling elite. But as his followers spread his message of compassion, humility, and eternal life, Christianity began to attract the oppressed, the enslaved, and the outcast. Roman authorities responded with persecution, executing believers in arenas and blaming them for disasters. Yet the faith endured, growing stronger through suffering. The fall of the West. The Western Roman Empire, meanwhile, grew weaker by the decade. Its army, once an invincible machine, now relied heavily on mercenaries. The economy crumbled under heavy taxation, inflation, and a shrinking agricultural base. Entire provinces, once loyal and productive, grew restless or fell under the sway of invading tribes. The empire could no longer protect its vast borders from the ever-pressing Germanic peoples, the Visigoths, Vandals, and Ostrogoths, who sought refuge or conquest. The Eastern Empire and enduring legacy. While the Western Empire crumbled, the East endured. The Byzantine Empire, as historians now call it, continued Roman traditions. Its emperors saw themselves as Romans, spoke Greek, and governed from Constantinople. It would stand for nearly 1,000 more years, preserving much of Roman law, culture, and Christian theology. Its greatest emperor, Justinian I, in the 6th century, dreamed of reuniting the empire. He came close, recapturing parts of Italy and North Africa, and codifying Roman law in what became the Justinian Code, a foundation for modern legal systems. Rome did not fall in a single night, nor did it disappear. It transformed, splintered, and re-emerged in new forms, in the crowns of medieval kings, in the dome of St. Peter's Basilica, in the laws of nations, and the dreams of empires yet to come. To this day, its ruins stand in quiet testimony, arches, forums, and temples weathered by time, yet echoing with the voices of senators, emperors, gladiators, and citizens who once believed their world would last forever.